everybody, thanks a lot for joining me. Today I'm doing a review that's kind of following up on something that got mentioned briefly over on my other channel, and it is the NYC Smooth Skin BB Radiance Perfecting Powder. So a new pressed powder to the NYC line. I just randomly ran across this in the midst of the entire NYC display in at my Walmart, and this does only come in 2 shades. So that's probably the main flaw of this product. Let's just get it out there right off the bat. There is this shade, and this is the lightest shade. But there is one slightly deeper shade. I've got to double check here on my phone. It's called 002 Warm Beige, and I don't even remember that shade being in stock at my store, so I didn't get an up-close look to see how dramatically darker it is than this. It might not be, you know, it might just be kind of a close shave between the two. But whatever the case, this is the lightest, and I know that is going to take quite a few people out of the mix for trying this because I know a lot of people have skin lighter than that shade. I do think it's important that you do get something that is pretty darn close to the shade you need, because this is by no means like a translucent powder. It's not something that you're just going to dust on, barely see it. I would say it's probably like a medium coverage powder. As I swatch it here on my finger, you know, you can see a lot of powder comes off of there. So you would definitely want to make sure, if you were going to get this, that it was going to be a pretty good skin tone match for you. All that being said, I love the way this feels. I mean, I think you would be so surprised if you touch this powder how beautifully creamy and luxurious the texture of this is for being like a $3, $4 product. And while there isn't visible shimmer in this powder, it does not give me like a dry, cakey look on my skin. So I love that there's no sparkly particles, but yet once it gets all blended over my skin, I can look at myself up really close and feel like, okay, you know, I feel like everything looks very skin-like. The claims on this, it says improves the appearance of your skin and even skin tone, smooths fine lines, minimizes the appearance of pores. Its lightweight and long-lasting formula mattifies and covers imperfections for a perfect velvet finish for all skin types, dermatologist tested. I also noticed that, again, while it does mattify, it is a powder, you know, there isn't shimmer in it, it can mattify, but it's not that dry, chalky matte look that a lot of cheap powders might have given you in the past. Packaging-wise, it's just a little plastic compact. There is a little mirror at the top, and then I believe there was some sort of puff that came with this, maybe just a tiny sponge. I can't even find it anymore. I don't know what I did with that. My preferred way to apply this is actually with my e.l.f. Studio Complexion brush. I love how this is kind of a flat brush. I can just tap into that and then sweep it basically across my skin. Ever since first mentioning this on my other channel, people had asked, well, how is it like just as a powder foundation? And again, with coverage, it's only getting me up to, I think, about a medium coverage. I don't really want to build a powder too much further beyond where I think it naturally looks good. You know what I mean? You could potentially keep piling the product on your face more and more, but as you do that, it's gonna look less like skin and more like makeup. So I would say with the right level of application, this worn on its own gives me medium coverage, but not incredible staying power when worn just as is. I mean, and I tend to notice that with a lot of powder foundations. If I'm not using them kind of lightly to set something else, I feel like I see more fading of the product throughout the day, particularly in the T-zone. But today I'm wearing this over kind of a lightweight BB cream. I've got it on over my Rimmel BB cream Radiance, and I really like the finish. I like the way the two layer, and this does really well for me on top of pretty much anything I want to put it on, whether it be a BB cream like that or a full-on foundation. I use a light amount of this product and I feel like it does set the look. It adds a bit of coverage, but everything still looks like skin. But on its own, at least for my skin type, which can get a little bit combo on the T-zone, nothing remarkable in terms of the staying power there. The real strength of this product, I think, is just the appearance on the skin, the texture of this powder. It just feels like such a nice quality powder, but for such a low price tag. Again, downsides, it's only coming in a couple of shades. For touch-ups throughout the day, it could be okay, but I would want to actually do that with a brush as opposed to a sponge, because I feel like a sponge is going to pick up too much of this product. It's such a soft powder. I think you would end up applying more than you'd really want. As always, I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments section with this product, and thanks for watching. Bye!